Previously on Final Fantasy XVI.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved.
How much talking is this?
You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. And I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
No! Give him something else! Don't give him your essence, give him something else! Or rather, take away something, you know what I mean? Okay! He's looking the same way! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
Damn it, Clive! Always going for power!
Don't worry, Clive. It is.
Someone's been spending too much time with Virgil. He's disregarding women and obtaining power instead. He goes for the boobs, but he doesn't care about the boobs.
Burden. I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me.
Jill, just jump him already. I don't care. Just jump on him. God damn it, girl. Alright, let's do this. And now we probably have Jill's ability, so we gotta use Cerberus. Cerberus was such a good boy. He didn't deserve what happened to him. Take that into consideration. Out of all the devil arms, Dante kept
Mid
Cerberus.
says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. But I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Across the Narrow. The power of ice. Clive has claimed a portion of Icon Shiva's essence. Isn't the absorption of someone's icon automatic? I don't think Clive can control it, much less stop it. So this might actually be the very first time he's touched Jill. More than on the shoulder. Through armor. Attuning with Shiva not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic, but also allows access to several iconic abilities, such as Ice Age, which forcibly knocks back enemies at great distances. Ability details are found in Abilities tab. Oh! I like this. I like this. Because the Phoenix one gets you to the enemy. Garuda grabs enemy. Sid's one, unfortunately, just targets on. But then again, will I be able to get... because if I dodge, I get a bonus. I don't think this will give me a bonus, though.
I should visit Joshua. Assuming Talia will allow it.
So what else do we have? One more to go. I guess lucky last is Odin. He's on the list. So, attacking with, while sliding can temporarily freeze enemies. Okay, so there is a bonus to it. Unleash a river of icicles that knocks back enemies. It strikes hold to increase. Okay. Launch multiple shards of ice that upon striking lighter enemies draw them towards Clive. Okay. What's this? Summon a colossal ice crystal that deals continuous damage to all enemies become trapped. Okay. So if I was to pull people in with Garuda and then do this on top of Garuda, you'd have 2 sources of damage at the same time. Okay. And then summon a winter storm that freezes enemies in place within a radius before dealing massive damage. So basically Esdeath. Damn it, Jill, you could be Esdeath. That girl was thirsty as all hell. I kind of want to try it. At the same time, I know this is like OP as all heck. Oh, I've got a bunch of money. I mean, but we should try it because, I mean, let's face it. I've used this ability and I know how it works. Shiva. So what abilities do I have? So how about triangle be Ice Age? And this be this. Cool.
You need anything, you just ask. We might not have your own resources, but resourcefulness, we've got in spades.
Well, Jill and Sid willingly gave Clive part of their power. So it could be they can willingly give it if they want to. I don't think that could stop Clive from taking, though. Because he's taken power from multiple other people. It could be a will thing. It's possible they could resist, but like... Esdeath was my waifu in that show. Tatsumi missed out. Tatsumi... Was Tatsumi the purple-haired girl? Or was she like the orange-haired girl?
Heard the bad news then, did you?
What bad news?
What now?
About Dravost. Blackthorn's old haunt. With the forge and all that.
What bad news?
Well, anyway, the mines just down the road from there are spewing out ether like no one's business.
Oh.
And the village?
Safe from the flood for now, but they've got other problems. Akashic. Every creature in the area is either turned or on the way to turning, apparently. Zoltan and the others are living on borrowed time. They need help, and quick. Doris sent a few curse breakers to keep an eye on things, but there's only so much a couple of scouts can do. Except get eaten. If something ain't done soon, the whole place will be overrun.
Tatsumi was the guy who becomes a dragon? Esdeath wanted him big time? That must be in the manga. I don't remember someone becoming a dragon. Huh. For me, it was Leone, Esdeath, and Akame. I remember it was a festival. I was checking out some cars. And there was this girl that was dressed as Akame. But she was wearing white. And then I had a chat with her. And I was like, oh, that's from the manga and everything. Cool girl. It's a shame that she had a boyfriend. Who was there. I think if he wasn't there, she wouldn't mind. But like, damn. Cute girl, though.
I won't let that happen.
Didn't think you would.
Does Blackthorn know?
I thought it might be better if he didn't. He'd only do something stupid. You reckon we should tell him?
No.
No. It's better this way.
He would go in head first, and he's not a fighter.
I can't stand about knowing what's happening out there, so I'm off. I'll see you in Dravost.
I would not mind watching Akame get killed again. I really enjoyed it the first time. I was like, what is this crap? And then it got real, and I'm like, oh. Dude. The manga's so dope. Also love the sequel. Yeah, I've only seen the anime. But that's the thing, I don't really read mangas and stuff. I really should, because I enjoyed the story and the characters.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
And the ending is completely different. So like anime only ending versus manga. So like, yeah. Anime is a good advertisement, but me being lazy and not reading. I haven't seen it in 4 years and they took it off Crunchyroll and Netflix. Now it's hard to find. I think I have the original torrent. I don't know why they took it off.
What do you want?
Could have sworn it's popular. Icebrand. Yet deep was Frost's spite, leaving her fell mark upon their skins. See, why would you get this when you can get this?
It'd last you a good while.
Yeah, until the next boss fight. Yeah, I don't have the item for it.
That it?
Clive had to literally dominate the other icons before getting their powers, except for Sid and Jill. To be fair, Sid was dying. I don't think he had anything left in him. But, good point. Who have you? Oh my god, so many things to read. On our own terms. I regret both you and the lump had to get all tangled up in the wicked weave of the sordid past. But thanks to your meddling, I was finally able to put to rest matters that were left too long to fester. And with that finally done, might be I can sit back and enjoy this new world of yours you're so keen on creating. One that didn't need a pair of eyes to see the good you've done. In your absence, shall I watch over my new charges, affording them every protection I am able. I only ask that you do the same for his grace. That's cute. Starting over. I cannot begin to thank you for all you have done for Lostwing, so in lieu of any awkward remerciements, I shall be sending several barrels of next season's vintage. I can only hope they finally turn you off that foamy swill you and yours so covet. Oh! Swill. Thank you for helping me guide my mentor free from his mortal coil. Contrary to what the maddening crowd believes, we physicers are not without our limits. I cannot hope to cure every ill, mend every wound, save every life. The only medicine that will see you home safe without fail is prevention. Not that this knowledge will ever stop any of you from chasing down some behemoth for its toenails. Tasha is a good one. I like her. I like her. Sir, I and the other Cursebreakers have grown concerned regarding the well-being of our captain. Despite the apparent unrest her recent investigations have visited upon her, Lady Doris refuses all offers of assistance. If it is not too much trouble, I would ask that you please speak with the captain and learn what troubles her. Yes.
There's no way of knowing if Doris will confide in me, but I can speak to her at least.
And all I gotta say is, like, Clive had to literally dominate the other icons before getting their, you know, powers. Jill gave them willingly. Jill was probably willing for a while. All I'm saying, from what I've seen, she liked Clive for a while. And I don't think that changed at all. She was probably thinking about him while she was in captivity. That's all I gotta say. He was like one of the only good things she had. Besides Joshua and Torgal. So those were probably the good memories that she held on to for the longest time. Jill, dear Clive, I'm writing this letter to request the pleasure of your company later tonight. Please respond as soon as possible, lest I have to endure yet another cold shower alone.
I'm sorry.
Poor girl. Poor girl.
Miss?
Clive is just Naruto, but Final Fantasy. Should we be jealous that Benedicta was the first one Clive took the essence of? She must never know about Benedicta. Did you notice that she wasn't around for Benedicta? Like, she was nowhere around. So she must never know that even happened. I love Maggie. Who's Maggie? Maggie. Who's Maggie? Currently reading the manga. I haven't seen a manga that looks so good in black and white since Black Clover. Oh.
How was she?
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Just the man I was hoping to see. Did you have a mo?
Don't tell me. You need more bomb ash.
Oh no, we still got plenty of that left. I'm working on bringing another one of the Chief's designs to life. This time, it's a new smelter. It's got a reverberatory hood over the top for additional thermo amplification and a system of reciprocal recirculatory regenerators that let's just say it gets very blimmin' hot. A heck of a lot hotter than anything Blackthorn's got in his forge, that's for certain. Only Mithril engines get hotter, and you can't chuck ore in one of them and get metal out the other end. Trouble is, we won't be able to make it out of any old rubbish neither. We need the good stuff.
Oh.
And I hear you once helped Helena get her hands on exactly that. Any chance you could help me too?
Let me guess, we gotta slay a dragon or something.
If it's for the good of the hideaway, I'd be happy to.
Oh, it is. I promise you.
So, what exactly is this good stuff you need me to find?
Oh
A
god.
couple of examples here. Spherical echoes, we call them.
More fallen materials. So this smelter is similar to the mithril engine in more ways than one.
That's right. They're a bit like the thermal helms. Fallen ceramics deal with heat like nothing else, see? And what's more, they're directional, transferring heat from the inside to the outside. But these things, they're all outside. If we line the hub with them, they'll reflect the heat right back into the furnace. We've collected as many as we can, and I know where we can get the rest. Trouble is, they're all watched over by their bigger, uglier cousins.
So you want me to visit some ruins, destroy some echoes, and bring back the spheres they're guarding?
That's it in a nutshell, yeah. We're only 3 short, mind. And we know exactly where they are. There's one up Amber Way, in that ruin that they call Lost Plume, and another in the Silent South, over in Dalmekia. Last one is in the ruins of Advent, which is in the Empire.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Will do. I'll be keeping all my fingers and toes crossed.
How am I supposed to remember 3 locations? I struggle enough with 1. And we gotta pick up this quest, Self-Determination. It's probably from Jill. Think Clive or Jill will request reading material after what happened? I think for a while they'll be busy with themselves, but after that they might want to explore some other things. And considering how slow they're going, I think,
Where are you?
Can I help you, Sid?
I'm looking for Doris. Is she here?
I'm afraid not. She's at Martha's Rest on a job. My job, actually. When she heard what the mission was, she insisted on going herself. Alone.
Did she? What was the mission?
Following up on some new information. Once they'd settled in, the bearers you helped liberate in the Dragon's Eyrie were keen to talk about their imprisonment. And about their captor.
The slaver Cole's team were tracking when they were attacked by the Beastmen. I'll go and find her. She's at Martha's Rest, you say?
If she's not moved on already, yes. I hope everything's all right.
You like how I said...
Doris insist on going alone? Maybe Cole was right to be worried.
It's personal. You like how I said that Tomes had the Kama Sutra somewhere in the library? Probably. But it's probably not the only type of literature, the only type of literature of its kind. The only literature of its kind. Yeah. Well, that was weird to say. But I'm sure it's not the only literature of its kind. I'm sure there are much, much more. Hell, novels used to be, you know, the erotica of the past. So, you know, you'd have ladies that would prefer to read rather than spend time with people because, let's face it, the stories were a lot better than people.
I said before.
What am I doing here again?
Oh, Clive. What am I to do?
Hmm?
My wards and I may soon be without a home.
What's happened?
The High Cardinal has descended from his lofty throne and taken up residence here in Northreach.
So what? No one wants women anymore? It's just little boys now?
The High Cardinal.
Leader of the Council of Elders.
Hot Don, you gotta have some. That's too much. You gotta have some. I'll have one. Oh, I'll have one. Thank you, but you gotta come back in 5 minutes. Thank you. Fried chicken from the Korean place last night.
Second only to his radiance at the head of the Imperial government. Not that any of those things still exist. Now he goes by his noble title, the Duke of Oriflamme.
And what does he want with Northreach?
He wants to transform it into a military stronghold, a foundation upon which to build a new Sambrek. He's already secured the support of the various army remnants, with promises that they shall be afforded the respect they deserve in his empire. One built on the confiscated property of the people.
He would rob the populace to pay for it.
Believe me, I have used every means of persuasion to discourage him from this folly. But for whatever reason, he will not listen to me.
What does Captain Philippe make of this? When the town was under attack, it was him the soldiers rallied around. Couldn't he use that influence again?
How? By speaking out against one of the most powerful men in Sambrec. A man whose stated aim is to revive the empire Philippe's comrades swore to serve, and to improve the soldiers' lot within it. The captain can offer them a regular supply of gruel, and an occasional trip to the Vale to help them forget the terrors they face each day. The Duke offers them a vision of strength and safety. No. Any attempt to incite mutiny would cost Philippe the support of his men, if it did not cost him his life. But given the mood around town, mutiny may yet be unavoidable. The people have little appetite for further deprivation, least of all when it serves only to elevate others.
And who could blame them?
Clive, would you appeal to the Duke on my behalf? For your services to Northreach, you have the respect of the soldiers, and they will take you to His Eminence if you ask them. And unlike Philippe, no bonds of loyalty prevent you from speaking your mind to the man. Well, will you try? You could hardly fare any worse than I did.
Might as well. Not sure Jill would like us to see the dame after what they did together. What did they do together?
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Clive.
Tell me then, where will I find this Duke of Oriflamme? In the garrison?
Overseeing the troops, yes.
All right. Wish me luck.
Interesting. If we do nothing, the dame becomes homeless. I meant after what Clive and Jill did together. Oh.
At the remembrance ceremony. Let's hope I didn't make a strong impression.
What, you think Jill doesn't trust Clive?
You needn't fret. The creatures have been dealt with.
Yeah, but what if they come back? Is there anything we can do to help?
Oh, was that a male voice? I'm pretty sure Jill has already left her mark. So give him a little bit of frostbite to remember her by.
Halt. Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you? You got some business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass. But you should be all right. His Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics. Wait here. I'll go and ask.
So, you are the sellsword who lent his aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence.
If you get asked that question, go for friendship. You'll get a lot more out of a person if you're their friend, especially if they can grant you things. Romance sounds terrifying. Romance is terrifying.
I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Ah, I see. You are worried the expanded garrison will render your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your Eminence?
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place.
I love how he says this with Oriflamme right behind him.
Caer Norvent as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins. Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the might of Sanbreque.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence. Should they return in force, you will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question.
Autocrat.
That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely. The common folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that?
You know, you make a difficult argument when you're wearing a hat with a feather. You don't look common.
You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own salted earth.
Sabine, we have discussed this.
You know her?
Yes, and I told you then how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
He knows better. He knows better.
The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan.
Just offer them a few free PS5s. You'll get a riot.
Let's begin with those on the other side of the wall.
Well, I want to hear this. It's such a typical autocrat thing to do. Yeah, we'll take from the people. I'm not going to give anything of mine away. No, I'm a lord. I need to keep all my shit. The people can pay for it. Why them? Because they're the people. Get back to work, peasant.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him. Not much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy capital, could they? And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Ooh.
I heard the dame got an icon to rid the meadows of those ghasts.
Oh, come now. She surely cannot count a dominant amongst her clients.
A question, if you don't mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
I like how the government just puts in legal theft. We're taking more of your money because we already spent what we took from you. If you resist, it is a crime. Even though we are not paying taxes, not paying our fair share, stealing from people, probably embezzling it, spending it on prostitutes, and all these other things. But we are the law!
Why?
Now hurry up and pay it.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about a certain duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need his eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
Well, the people seem united enough. What about the soldiers?
I got peppers to numb your tongue up.
I mean, we could just take him out. We do look like Ezio Auditore. We'll look.
Those things I said before.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? I wondered if you'd mind sharing your thoughts on the Duke of Oriflamme.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did. But I mean, look around us. You can see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them. But if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire's the best way of making sure we're all protected.
Ah, yes. Well, the traders are outside of the protection of the walls. So the traders need to pay for the very walls that they are outside of because the Duke. That sounds like government.
And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
Okay, so if everyone with the sword is useful, what about the people making the bread? And the food? And the clothes? And healing the sick? And building the homes? And everything in between? Like... You want a functioning society with just brutes? That's not a functioning society.
As long as you remain, the Veil will see to your needs.
You're the one who was talking to His Eminence.
On the Dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him not to take the people's goodwill for granted, but it seems my words fell on deaf ears. What do you think of his plans?
I'm a soldier, mate. He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us the men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say. All I know is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law. Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sanbreque is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
No, they won't. That's the problem.
Let's see what Philippe makes of all this.
The problem isn't that they have to pay for it. The problem is that they get nothing from paying for it. People don't mind investing for their own benefit. We saw that with the Hideaway. Everyone invested willingly.
Sabine, you are embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing yourself.
I like how there's little drakes just flying outside the gate. Which soldier are we going to talk to? One of these?
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
Oh.
That's right. I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
Simps everywhere.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that, if nothing else.
Oh, back to Isabel then. So what now? Strike? Or withholding of services? Nothing's gonna make the soldiers revolt more than no longer having access. Just saying.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare? Were you able to speak with the Duke?
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrek, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
He took off his armor?
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
But why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them.
Someone's walking.
We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
The bourgeoisie.
Anything for you, milady.
Get the guillotines.
Standing together. Would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There may be hope for Northreach yet, especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke. in the stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again. Until then, Clive.
Wait, so there's going to be a part 2? I thought we were going to do something after this. I guess you have to do a little bit of questing in order for the next part.
Despite my repeated advances, His Eminence has proven a difficult conquest.
Have you tried a teenage boy? I'm just saying. He was a cardinal. Alright, are we finally going to try out Shiva? Oh, it just does one.
Let's go.
Alright, let's try it in combat. It'd be cool if they played a Chocobo-like song. I don't know if this game has a Chocobo song, but from what I've seen on the playlist, every game has a Chocobo song. We're going the right way, right? Ah, crap, I'm not! Lucky I found out now. Oh no, I meant to get that item. Time to be cold-blooded. I like it. I don't think I've been up here.
I need to deal with these ones first.
Got a quick cooldown.
There's a good boy.
To me, boy. Unhurt Torgal. To me, boy.
Thanks, boy.
Unhurt Torgal.
Now to find this spherical echo.
Where art thou, spherical echo?
This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Okay, so we'll upgrade the abilities and then we'll be able to see how much more damage they do. And then we can try that for the next set. We've got quite a few, so we should be okay. We can upgrade these abilities, try the other abilities. I just have to get the timing thing right. Cool. So on abilities, I think we're using this one. Yeah, we're using Ice Age. What's the big one? This one. Okay. So this one's 3,000. Pricey. Ah. Yeah, that's the hold. I see. Ah, draws them in. Ah, so this will give you an extra jump. Permafrost, Frostbite, can be used to dodge, sliding, execute a powerful frostbite. Enemy struck will become temporarily frozen. Precisely dodging an attack with cold snap freezes all enemies. This is known as permafrost. Duration is increased. Okay, so it's instead of your dodge. We can try that. And we can power these ones up. Alright, cool. So we can power these ones up. Let's see how they do. And then we'll do the next one. Cool. So we gotta go on the right.
Ready, go? Faster!
And then we can try Ice Age. Acacia plants? Jesus. Oh, too early. Very good for staggering, it looks like, which is good. Yeah.
Back to the stables, Carl.
Well, it looks like I gotta go through here.
Too slow.
Still be interested to see Ice Age. Because I like to go between different abilities rather than stick on one. And I know the dodge gives me my limit breaker. Catcalling Ambrosia again.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Alright, sphere number 2 is nearby. Ha! Jumped over him. Okay, sphere number... Did I empty that one? Yeah, it's empty. Oh. It's here.
No holding back.
Oh! Is he frozen because of us? I gotta be careful. Because I don't want to die. Ooh.
Well done, Tom.
Shit! Yeah, it's frozen. See, it's good for this. But if you plan to use Cold Snap, you definitely don't want to have this. You don't want to have, where is it? Berserker Ring. Because the whole point is by dodging, you get Limit Breaker for a short while. But if you're using Cold Snap and they're frozen, you basically don't need it, because it's a different move with a really short cooldown. So you either want one or the other.
One to go.
And I do notice there is a big wind time. Like, it does stagger. But versus hitting them a lot, it's like, neither here nor there. So let's try this one. Alright, let's try these. So we can try this one. And what's diamond dust? Wait, so Ice Age is this one. Sorry. Yeah, and diamond dust. Oh, okay. Surely that would do damage. We're gonna try it. Don't know if you ever tried the trials that are scattered around the world, which is those pillars that are similar to training mode. I found them, but none of them would actually activate. So I found it, but I couldn't do anything with it. That's the thing. I found a bunch of them too. Well, they're activated now because of the sky. Oh, okay. Interesting. Thank you.
There should be somewhere nearby. Assuming she's still here.
I'm sure they must give me some sort of reward.
Ah, Clive. I was just about to send for you. I'd like you to take something to Sir Wade up in Eastpool. Seeds for planting. Thought it was about time they started growing their own food. I'll keep providing them with whatever they need in the meantime, of course. But if Eastpool's going to survive, it's got to be able to fend for itself. As have those poor bearers. They've lived their whole lives in servitude, but now they're their own masters. Small wonder they ain't got the foggiest how to provide for themselves. So it's up to us to teach them. And if you're wondering why you, well, the Wagoneers taking supplies up that way have been coming back with more and more reports of Akashic around the village of late. Sir Wade's putting a brave face on it, but I think even he's starting to worry. And if he's likely to share those concerns with anyone, it's you.
Alright, this sounds like a worthwhile mission.
Alright.
Thanks. Wouldn't ask if I didn't have to. There. That should be enough to keep him in Gazal Greens for a few years at least.
Gazal Greens?
Not the most mouth-watering crop, I'll admit. But they're hardy, they grow fast, and they fill a hole. Better that than something that'll wither away at first frost. And chocobos love 'em too, which is no small thing. When I say all of us need to pull together to get Eastpool back on its feet, I mean all of us. They ain't exactly succulent, but cook 'em right, and they're just about bearable.
I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, Sir Wade'll know what to do with them. And if he don't, well, I'll go up there and show him myself.
I'm sure you will.
Cool. Let's pick up another quest. Eh?
Just because the heavens have gone to rack and ruin, it don't mean we have to.
Self-determination. I'm looking for...
Now, let's get this stall set out.
Where is she?
The world seems to be changing so fast lately, I can hardly keep up.
What I do heard is that there's more bad.
Oh, 1,000 Akashic jars couldn't hurt me. I'm a son of Rosaria, after all. A born survivor.
The Dame.
It's been a pleasure, Doris.
Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
Offer?
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out here on your own, tracking our slaver. I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosaria is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you. I'll take care of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway. She asked me to join her at the Baum Archers. It's a wonder she still trusts me after everything that happened.
What if it's a trap? Could be a trap. All right. Let's do it. Oh yes, the town where there was slaughter. Mother dearest. And her handiwork. Damn it, he was out of range.
Too slow.
Keeps him busy. So we have to make sure they're in range. Maybe the first one that pulls them in, and then Ice Sage the one that does the AoE. Oh. How the heck are we gonna get up there? Oh no, the bridge goes this way too. Thanks, Mom, for making this go well. There is one here. I remember there's a bunch of them. I think they're marked on the map once you find them. I think it's like... once you find them, they're on the map. Well, now this is a good opportunity to try out our freezing abilities.
Good. They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know a slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
Back to civilization, is it, Mom?
With all haste. Lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company. Kill him.
They look familiar.
You're welcome to try.
Mother, maybe?
awaken!
Come on. I'm just healing right now.
Let's try.
Toggle? Overkill. A little bit of overkill never hurt anyone.
So much for your escort.
You'll forgive me for not avenging my men. I'm not the swordswoman I used to be. I surrender. Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw.
You wish.
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade? You know, I always wondered where you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Look who's talking.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner.
Mother dearest?
This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did terrible things to earn her favor.
It wasn't all terrible, surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own. How about it, my little dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
So we're not gonna kill her? We're just letting her go.
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
Okay, she'll get what's coming to her, I guess.
And I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
It was personal. Oh, we're back at the hideaway.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sambrek. Went quietly, or so we're told. And she won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't.
But don't worry. She'll be all right.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
He's really sweet. Every character gets a story arc. This is nice. That's the main story across the narrow. Let's not do that. We've got a few more things to do. Ah, 69. Nice number. I'm a child. I know. I know. I know.
I heard the Guardian saying you're supposed to...
Ah, Lord Rossfield. What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
These are Gizal green seeds. Martha's keen to cut the apron strings then, is she? I jest, of course. You see, I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed. Only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how to plant and tend these, so that they'll be able to fend for themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one master for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in the square. Send to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
The Horde.
A Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers like your Guardians. What help they are able to offer could still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
What about us? We can help a little bit. I mean, it is a giant horde.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
You would send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for. Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does. We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right. This world wants to take everything from you. Everything. Your homes, your freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you? Are you going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves?
It's a frying pan.
Will you fight like free men and women?
I love that. I love that. She'll beat you to death with it, with some perseverance.
What are you doing? All right. Give me a sword. I never dreamt I'd have a home of my own. And now that
It is cast iron.
I don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together. For Eastpool! For Eastpool!
And then there's the one guy that's like, no.
Thank you, Martha.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
I love that she brought the frying pan.
Gladly.
She brought it here. They actually brought it with them. I love it. That's a weapon. Bang! I mean, it would hurt.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Me? Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Lord Rossfield, my lady, we're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied as best they can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point will be the village square, the perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them, and for you and I to finish them off.
A sound plan, but one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Sir Wade, but you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade, they're here.
Then you know what you must do. We work together, everyone playing their part, each shielding the other that no man might fall, that Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Suppose we'd better do our bit too then, eh?
Right you are, Martha.
Fun time starts now.
The calm before the storm.
here it comes. I will not let this village fall.
Yes.
Farewell. To me, flames.
Okay, how about this? Wouldn't Garuda's wind actually make the fire more potent? More?
Shiva!
Oh, poor wolf. Oh, that was it? I thought there was going to be another wave. Damn it.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rossfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's ride and is headed in their direction.
Well, the better half of her guard is here. So
Ooh.
wait, how many Akashic remain in East Pool?
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish the job. You stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you. I'll go after the Curl. Join me only when East Pool is won.
If you're sure, my lord. May the Founder protect you.
Ah, so everyone's here.
Come to tell me an Akashic curl's heading towards the rest? Get yourself down there. We can handle things here.
Mine. I might not know one end of a sword from the other, but I can roast the bastards.
All right, but stay with me. We fight as one.
The curl was sighted on Rhiannon's ride back towards Martha's Rest.
East Pool will be safe in our hands, my lord. You have my word.
He can roast them, but over time, he'll be using his ability. Man, that comes at a heavy price.
Ready, go?
Meanwhile, Clive and all the other icons just spamming their abilities.
Oh.
Alright, let's fight it. Oh, where is it?
There it is. With me, Torgal.
Damn it. So this ability is not really useful against the boss.
I'm hurt, Torgal. There's a good boy. Well done, Torgal.
The stagger meter went down. Oh no, the stagger meter's gone. Damn. Yeah, but I don't think this thing will actually catch it. Come on, hit both, hit both. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, maybe when it's already staggered I can fire the crystal. That's a thought.
Nice try.
Oh, I ran into that one. Wrong circle. I had Cold Snap, I didn't have the Phoenix. Yeah, there's a little bit of playing around to get used to it. It's good against small mobs, a bit tricky against bosses. But then again, what ability isn't?
Alright. Back to Eastpool.
Hopefully this actually means they can rebuild the town properly. This is like part 2 or part 3 of the previous question. I'd like to see them actually establish a home and a village again and everything's good in the hood. The world should become vibrant because we've solved the issue of the blight. They now have a home and all these other things.
The Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends. Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it, but now we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool. And we shall. We all shall. Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away, they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
That's nice. Bring some life back.
They're not slaves anymore.
No. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he was still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's Eastpudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
Of course, and I'd be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by the Golden Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together? Clearing the goblins from the Stillwind Marshes?
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor, I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
I like how in main story cutscenes they always put his actual sword that he got.
Thank you again for all you have done for me and mine, my lord.
Ah, good stuff. All the story cutscenes he wears his dad's clothes and uses the sword. In all these ones you just use the sword that you have. But the clothes stay the same no matter what armor you're wearing. Crazy. But then again, come on. If they had to make too many pieces of armor, it'd get crazy. But then again, some games do.
The hero returns. It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get rewarded for it. Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you, Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves, thinking for themselves, working for themselves. Like your hideaway, but not even hidden away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid. Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid. In fact, that's how I met him. Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin, it did. Told him if he didn't like it, he could bugger off and report me to the garrison. And do you know what he did? He smiled. And then he laughed. And then I did the same. We made a pact that day. That whenever one of us was in need, the other would always be there for him.
And you were?
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things. He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh? It's almost enough to give you a little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Every character gets their story arc. I love it! And we get a bit more info on what Sid was up to. Oh! Signboard. Nice. The emblem of Martha's Rest, personal fiefdom of the Golden Stables, indomitable landlady. To those with no love for the Empire, the settlement stands as an island of safety in a sea of anything but. Cool. Alright. We've been going at it for an extra 90 minutes because there was no stream yesterday, but we really got to wrap it up, and I think this is a nice spot to leave it. We can do that last little echo next week when we play, get the rust off, and then we can jump into the story after we do the Blacksmith's Blues. So it gives us a little bit to play before going back into the story. It's... this stream was good. This stream was good. We finally got what's been blue balling us this entire time. It only took a while, but it finally happened. I think after playing this game, everyone became a shipper. They're just like, come on. You can't play this game and not ship them. It's just adorable. So, you know. But hey, it finally happened, and it's a good feeling. A while in all of Jill's efforts. Oh my god. She deserves to be sainted for that patience and hard work and dedication. That's when you know you really want something. Alright, that was fun. Tomorrow we've got That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, the new episode of Bleach, as well as more Naruto Shippuden, and then boom, next Friday, we're up to date with South Park, so we're not going to be doing South Park, but we will have Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Saturday, Sunday we'll play more Final Fantasy 16. So thank you for joining me. I hope you had a blast. I did too. I will try to keep Sundays on this time slot, just to give everyone an opportunity to be able to join us. Construction work is happening, which is why Saturdays I 100% can't do in the morning, because it's really noisy and I'm outside helping everyone. Sundays, typically I should be able to do Sunday mornings because, you know, Sundays very few people actually want to work on Sundays. I got lucky this week because of the weather and also the fact that we did a lot of pre-work on Saturday. But like, yeah, I will try to keep Sundays on the morning slot. So even if Saturday is the evening slot, Sunday will be the morning slot. So that way we have a little bit of a mix and then we can see some of the people we haven't seen for a while. So it's great to see everyone catching us for this stream. I hope to see you next week, and I will be chilling in Discord during the week. So if you want to chill with me there while I'm editing videos and stuff, feel free. The link is there in the chat, and I will see you all then. Till then, Nijikuma out. Bye. Let's get right back into it. So good. It is the weekend again. It is the weekend again. It is the weekend again. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Feels like yesterday. Yes, we're back here. We helped 2 out of the 3 for even weirder science. And then we've got the Blacksmith's Blues. And then we go back to the infirmary and continue the main story. Search the silent sow for spherical echoes. Where is the silent sow? I don't actually remember where that is. If I go to the main map, will it actually show me? It probably should. Is it like here? It's all these areas have little bits. Should be easy. Let's go here. Let's do these side quests and then we can kick off the main story again. So good. So good. I can't believe how quickly the weekends just pop around the corner. It's just insane. Alright, here we go. Trading places. Another one. I didn't realize there was another trading places quest. Maybe before I do that, I should just do whatever these quests are. I want to finish it off like one by one. I don't want to start all these new quests and then like the story's all over the place. Is it here? Duty Undying. Oh wow, there's more. Okay, so this was Blacksmith's Blues. Here's another one, Lines in the Sand. And this is the even weirder science. Alright, so let's do this one. Let's do even weirder science first, and then we can do blacksmith blues, and then we'll pick up all the other stuff. By the way, you know those random stone obelisks scattered across the map? The game never tells you this, but you can interact with them now. Yeah, a guy told me last stream. I was always like, what the F are they? Because we found a bunch of them, and they're in these like really interesting areas where you have to actually travel to. And then they said it's basically a challenge thing, and I was like, oh, that's cool. It's a bit weird how you can find them and they're not activated, and now they're activated apparently because the sun's sort of gone grey and everything, which sort of makes sense, but it's kind of like, oh, I had no idea now. It would have been nice that by finding them, you're able to access them remotely, but like, I don't know. Challenges are challenges. I don't have to do all of them. I might try one or two. It's, you know, it's not gonna kill me if I don't do them. Here we go.
You deserve a rest.
Well, this is gonna be easy. Guys, this is gonna take a whole total of 20 seconds. Oh yeah, I forgot I was using this one.
To me, boy.
Yes. All according to plan.
Help me, boy.
I'm probably not using these to their full capacity, but... Zero experience. Oh. Oh. Have you tried them yet? No, I haven't.
That's all of them. No one can uncross his toes now.
Cool, so that's one down. This one's like this way if I jump down. Can I jump down? I probably can. Can I jump down? No, I can't jump down. I have to go around. Really? I gotta go all the way around? That's so weird. A game with 0 full damage. No. The white thing? Yeah, I know. I found all of them. I found them. I remember. Hand of the Titan and then like the Hand of Dion. It's like, I remember. I found them. Alright, cool. So that one's done and I can hand it in. Cool. I remember I was exploring all these different areas and I kept finding them and they were deactivated. And they didn't even rock up on the mini-map afterwards. I was like, what is going on? But whatever. Even weirder science. Cool. Alright, let's hand it in. Let's see what's the go here.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
It's crazy how as soon as we started doing these 2-3 side quests, or missions, whatever you want to call them, all these other ones in the world opened up. And a lot of them give us a, good little story, so I don't really want to miss out on them, especially when we're at this part of the game where anything could happen and could progress us and lock us, so we can't actually do them. So I'm kind of, wanting to do them, just to see all the interactions amongst the various characters, because it's really fun. It's a good game.
With Canva in the hands of Akashic.
Ah, Sid. Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
I think it's good news.
Good, thankfully. Here.
Ah, that's brilliant. Thanks a blimmin' million. I'll fit into the smelter right away.
Cool. Now we should have engines. Sometime later.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's a beauty.
You saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it, yeah.
More inventory space.
You could just buy me a bigger
how about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
It's like a kid at a candy store. So what now? More inventory space? Do we even need it, considering we killed that max level dragon when we were 10 levels below it?
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious. Thank you, Owain.
Shh, don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway. Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
They'll hardly believe their eyes, I'm sure.
Alright, so my reward is... Oh, that gives me a crap ton of XP then, okay. Expanded potion. Necessary for further increasing consumable inventory capacity. Will the same exotic alloy from which the clasp of the satchel was fashioned be used to craft a suit of armor? It should surely be supple enough to accommodate even the greediest knight ever-expanding belly. Boy, get me the breastplate stretcher! Cool, so we get even more bag space, which we probably won't need anymore. But, whatever. Whatever. Dragon's dead already. Whatever. What now? Potions are now 8. High potions are 5. Strength and stone. Damn. With 2 Ds. Ha! See what you did there. Double Ds. Alright. Clever. Clever. Very clever. Okay, so blacksmith's blues were like, yeah. I think. Might as well do the blacksmith blues and then we can do the side ones. Blacksmith blues are always nice. So blacksmith blues. Okay, so this is the lines in the sand. Blacksmith blues is here. Oh, what do they need now? Maybe it's just the finale to the quest. Maybe it gets accepted back. And that would be nice to see. Are we actually welcome now?
Oh, you're here. August's waiting for you inside. Well?
So Dravost is still standing. For now, at least.
See? We're actually more welcome. You know what I mean? We're more welcome, even though the music is really ominous. Ominous.
May we meet again.
The music is ominous.
The brass neck of that girl. Everyone's coming together to fight for their lives, and she hasn't lowered her prices a gill.
Oh, something's happening.
Clive, you're here.
Akashic, I think.
Akashic.
Mostly off to the north still. But I spoke to Doris's scouts, and it turns out things are worse than I thought. There's swarms of them out there. Told old Snotty to be ready to seal the north gate. That should buy us some time if we need it. Enough for the villagers to barricade themselves inside their homes, at least.
That's just
well done.
That's pretty dangerous.
Welcome back, Sid. I'd never have guessed, you know. Not if August hadn't let slip. Who'd have thought that the savior of Dravost would turn out to be the realm's most infamous outlaw? Keen to help us out again?
I am.
Thought you could sneak off without me, did you?
Oh!
Blackthorn.
Oh!
Oh, what are you doing here?
One of the scouts couldn't keep his voice down. Unlike my best mate who didn't think I deserved to know. Zoldan, how long's it been? Long enough for us two to turn into a pair of old codgers, I see.
That your idea of an apology? Prick.
Oh.
Don't listen to him. You only did what you thought was best. For the village and that.
I did, yeah. But that ain't the whole of it. Vulcan, our master, didn't leave the chiefdom to the two of us. He left it to me. The best blacksmith in Dravost, barring himself, of course. Bloody stupid tradition, in my opinion. If someone's got talent, you should let them practice their craft, not ask them to settle petty feuds and barter for grain. Our master wasted half his life that way. I wasn't about to let that happen to me.
So you wasted half of mine instead.
You're what Dravost needed. Under me and my precious ideals, this place wouldn't have lasted a year. So I left to devote myself to the work and spare you lot the consequences. I may be a selfish prick, but I only did what I felt I had to.
What you had to do was your duty!
Even if it meant we all starved?
Enough. This is no time for bickering. You can finish beating each other up once Dravost is safe.
Fine. I've said my piece anyway.
Yeah. So have I.
Sorry, Clive. I shouldn't have stuck my nose in. We're short enough on time as it is. Still, give us a mo, would you? I need to get my head straight before any of them Akashic try to bite it off.
Well?
Prick or not, I won't abandon Dravost to a swarm of Akashic.
Just say the word. The villagers know to keep out of sight when the fighting starts.
So if we didn't help them at the beginning, they'd have no furnaces, so they'd basically be undersupplied, and the Akashic would come in and kill them anyway. If we don't help them now, the Akashic would kill them. I mean, it kind of seems these side missions determine whether or not specific people even live, much less prosper.
You, ready for the off then?
Watch, there's just gonna be one AoE attack and that's it.
We can't afford to waste any more time.
Right you are. Might be worth having one last word with the scouts, though. Don't want any nasty surprises, do we? Oh, and Blackthorn, you and Zoltan might be better off staying inside the...
Akashic on the move.
How close are they?
Within sight of the walls, and there are more coming up from the mines.
What was I saying about nasty surprises?
They'll wash right over us if we stay out in the open. We're pulling back behind the gates.
I want to charge in the middle.
Good idea. Get yourselves inside, but keep your weapons handy.
Understood.
I'm prepared to fight if I have to.
Well, let's hope you don't. That's our job. Once the scouts are inside, order your men to barricade the gates. No heroic last stands, you hear me? No fighting at all if you can help it.
August's right. I've seen what Akashic beasts can do to armor. The people here are tough and willing, but they ain't equipped to face what's coming.
I'm going out there. Start work on the gate as soon as I've left. I'll give you as much time as I can.
And if they kill you?
Oh.
You evacuate. But it won't come to that. I promise.
You'd better be right.
Take good care of Dravost till I get back.
Leave it to me. And give those things what for, yeah?
They better be tough from all this talking about them, I'm just saying. Oh! Okay. That works.
Alright. Which one of you's first?
Oh! That's stagger, mate. Jesus.
Too slow. I've heard talk of.
could it be nothing left? Oh, there's more of them. Nice!
To me, boy.
Oh. Oh! Oh! In one hit, that was a stagger. Imagine if we had Shiva during the dragon fight, we would have been fine. Wow, we did that dragon fight really early. We did it really early. Not enough potions, no Shiva, my god.
Is that it?
I like this mission. I like this mission. I really like this mission. They're throwing me a bunch of stuff. I like this mission. I really like this mission.
They're not getting past me.
My favorite part is that it doesn't actually move. Am I really gonna get hit by this thing? This poor thing is just getting abused. Oh my god, poor guy. This is abuse. It's not even fair. This is not even fair. I feel bad for this thing. This isn't right. Alright, it hit me once. Nice work. Yeah, it likes to fly. Oh my god, it did Ramu's voice. It's got a lot of health, I'll give it that.
Too slow. I've heard Torgal. Well done, Torgal. Garuda!
Look at that stagger.
me, boy.
This is abusive. Oh, this is abuse. Oh, it's not even fair. Oh, 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 this is not fair. What the F is this stagger? It's broken. Why? Nah, this shouldn't be allowed. Shiva is effed. And it can freeze bosses. Imagine if we had this on the dragon and we were freezing a level 50 dragon at level 40. What the F? That is unfair. This shouldn't be allowed. Poor thing. I know, I feel sorry for you. Is that a deer?
Oh, the question is, did I miss any?
Alright, this was a cool mission. I liked it. We had plenty to fight. But Shiva's
Man
just
alive!
silly.
You're still in one piece.
I slew as many as I could.
As many as I could, he says. The old bleeding lot, more like it. Well, almost.
Only almost.
Yeah, one or two did try to sneak over the wall. But we got the bastards, don't you worry.
Good. Though you do know, more will come in time.
In time, yeah. But we can think about them later. Let's get you back inside.
That was fun. Yeah, the village would not have been able to take care of that thing. That would have killed them. 100%.
Sid, you're even more fearsome than your reputation. Enough to give those Akashic monsters nightmares. I almost felt sorry for the wretched things. But mostly, I felt grateful. Dravoged won't forget what you did today.
I'm afraid I've only delayed the inevitable. There's no getting rid of that ether flood. Meaning that any living thing which stumbles into those mines will end up clawing at your walls again.
And that's if the flood don't spread. If it does, well, I hate to say it, but the village's days are numbered.
That may be, but we're staying just the same. With ether floods springing up all over, it's no less safe than anywhere, and more importantly, it's our home. We'll fortify the gates to the north, and I'll see that they're guarded day and night.
All right. Then we'll give you a hand shoring up those defenses.
As for you, Blackthorn, that's twice you've turned up when Dravos needed you. So, thanks.
I shouldn't have stayed away so long. And I shouldn't have left without talking it over with you first.
Aww.
Too bloody right you shouldn't. Though I doubt I'd have listened. I always envied you. How you made everything look so easy when, for me, it was anything but. You leaving gave me the perfect excuse to hate you. And from that day on, I never once stopped to wonder what it would have been like if you'd stayed. But what you said earlier, it was true. You'd have been the death of this place.
Finally, something we can agree on. I hope you see the sense of it eventually. You kept this place alive.
Alive, perhaps. Wealthy even, but Dravoged isn't what it once was. Our work used to be the pride of Dalmekia. Now, we churn out the same rubbish day after day because it's easy and turns a profit. It's not about the craft anymore. I wouldn't send my sons to war wearing the shit most of our smiths are making. I've kept working, honing my skills, trying to lead by example, but no one sees the point. The average castle apprentice has as much passion for the craft as our current lot. Come back to us, Blackthorn. Remind Dravoged what a true master blacksmith looks like. I'll even man those bellows of yours if it means we can work at the same forge again.
That's a kind offer. Kinder than I deserve. And I wish I could accept, but I'm needed elsewhere.
Aww.
There's people who trust their lives to my steel, and I daren't let them down.
Fair enough.
But that doesn't mean I couldn't visit from time to time. Let's see if we can't rekindle this town's passion for the craft, shall we?
I'd like that.
Just be sure to tell Snotty to let me in the next time I come calling, yeah?
Knowing him, he'd let you in anyway. Blackthorn. The Master Smith turned outlaw, back in my good graces. I never thought I'd see the day.
This is nice.
I'd say that went pretty well, wouldn't you?
Even better than I'd hoped.
Sid, I've got something for you.
A badge? What? It's a badge. Of course it is! Another one!
And this is?
He's a fucking Boy Scout.
A token of our lasting gratitude.
He is a freaking Boy Scout at this
Never mind to
rate.
make you a far grander gift.
Oh,
Designs for a certain sword have been passed down from chief to chief for generations.
Now hold on, Zoltan. There's a reason no one's made that blade in centuries. There's not been a craftsman equal to the task.
I
make impressive steel, and I've learned to hone an edge Odin will be proud of. But the engravings on that thing are enough to make a jeweler cry. And they're not just for show, either.
Have you forgotten what brought you back to Dravozd in the first place? A certain ring? I knew I'd never surpass you with the hammer and tongs. So I turned my hand to a different kind of metalwork. Between the two of us, I'd say we're the equal of any master craftsman ever to have graced a forge.
You know what? I think you might be right. Clive, you wouldn't mind if Zoltan came back to the Hideaway, would you?
He's more than welcome. As long as he can keep our secret.
Right. Zoltan, get your tools. We've got a legend to forge.
Forge me a weapon worthy of Mordor.
With a little help from Blackthorn, I don't see why we can't restore Dravozd to its former glory.
This weapon better not get replaced by a random piece of crap that you just pick up along the way. I will lose it. A legendary blade, designed for which has been passed down for centuries and requires an artisan master blacksmith to forge. Replaced with an uncommon blade that you just found in a chest lying around somewhere. Like, come on!
I'll tell you what, Clive. If we pull this off, it will ruin every other sword you've ever held.
I certainly hope so.
I'll get him back to the Hideaway. Don't you worry.
I certainly hope so, for the love of God. Just because it came from a chest doesn't mean it doesn't have value. No, you're not wrong. But what I mean is, when something is marked as legendary, passed down for centuries, requiring a master to craft, it's kind of weird just to have half a dozen random blades scattered across the world that are better. Just saying.
Ah, the man himself.
We were just about to make a start on that sword I promised you.
It's funny, but none of this would have been possible without your help.
This is nice.
You remember Camille? We'll be using his leather work for the grip. The steel, meanwhile, will be tempered in a fire, burning the cinders you charmed out of old Zoltan here. And that whetstone from the Outer Isles, that'll be what gives the blade its edge. And the final flourish will be my talented colleagues' engraving.
A team effort led by the greatest blacksmith alive.
Now, save that talk till the thing's finished, yeah? Right. I'm ready if you are.
To the bellows it is then.
Ah! This is nice. Used to say a master craftsman couldn't put a masterpiece in the chest. They could, but what are the odds of half a dozen of them being put in random chests and abandoned? Who abandons something that good? Let's see it.
Well, bugger me. We actually did it.
Ooh. Ooh! Woo!
The sword to end all swords. Ragnarok.
Oh!
Quite something.
I trust you'll take good care of it.
Oh, F yeah.
Thank you. Both of you.
Ragnarok!
So, does this make you pair the greatest craftsman alive, then?
This? Nah. This was just following the footsteps of the greats of old. It'll take more than that to earn us our place in history. But we're up for the challenge. Here.
A list of materials.
Zoltan and I got talking on the long road back from Dravost.
We reckon with those items there, we could craft something even better than the Ragnarok. Something worthy of a legendary outlaw like yourself.
That's a weapon I'd like to see. You leave this list with me.
I was hoping you'd say that.
One legend at a time, eh, lads? Before you start on the next, who fancies raising a cup to friendship reforged?
Good idea. No more drinking to forget my past. It's about time I had something to celebrate.
Then tap the kegs! Vulcan's boys are on their way!
It's so fitting that we're gonna use Ragnarok to fight Odin's spear. Just saying. Just saying. What the? I can't remember. Götterdämmerung. A diagram detailing steps to forge a sword that might slay a god. I am in. Ragnarok. Ancient Ashen legend purports that one day the age of dominance will draw to a close in an epic clash of icons that sets the land ablaze, cleansing it of foulness and allowing for its rebirth, a clash they call Ragnarok. Torgal's probably gonna take out, what's his name? I cannot pronounce that. I cannot pronounce that. Can we take a look at the stats on this baby? Let's take a look at the stats on this baby. Alright, 300 and 300, getting upgraded to 325, 325. See, that's a nice upgrade. Poor Excalibur. Yeah. What do we need?
What do you want?
You need Ragnarok, Orichalcum, Darksteel, and Primitive Battlehorn. So Primitive Battlehorn is from something we're going to have to kill. Darksteel is from something we have to kill. And Orichalcum we have 2 out of 3. It makes me sad that I used some to, like, you know, make things like Uroboros and stuff. But surely Orichalcum we can get from somewhere.
And?
We're not going to be able to buy it, but
Tell me we've run out of Papio nuts and all.
surely we're going to be able to get it from somewhere on a quest.
Clive.
Surely.
Go on then.
Surely. 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 Surely.
Finished, are you?
Surely. Alright. I decided to treat myself with some energy drink. Why not? Let's continue. And we've got a sexy sword. Anyone else thinking rebellion? Anyone else thinking rebellion? I know it's not the same. It doesn't have the same guard. But the shape of the blade, the style of the center. Well, no, actually it's more like Forced Edge. Sorry, my bad. Rebellion is the sword that Dante uses in Devil May Cry 3. Forced Edge is the sword that he uses in Devil May Cry 1 that he got from his father. But damn, I like these type of swords. I really do. I really do. I really do. Alright, now we can do some of the side stuff. I like doing the side stuff. A bit of story, a bit of character interaction, a few pieces of loot. Sorry about that. Haven't had carbonated energy drink in a while. Hello there.
That, you naughty thief! And that! Stop it, Renz! It's dangerous!
Is this your illegitimate bastard? Ooh, a pair of dueling swords.
Clive! To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just wanted to see how the town's been faring since you brought everyone together.
Since we brought everyone together, all is absolutely wonderful. Conrad and Natalie's hands remain safely away from each other's throats and firmly at the helm. Our stores are full, and the bandits still too disorganized to raid them. Just as the good Lady Jane and Lord Underhill intended.
Are you a lord? Lubor's going to be one too. They're going to make him the Lord of Dalamil, because of how he stopped all the grown-ups from fighting.
It's the mayor of Dalamil, dear child, and the vote hasn't taken place just yet. But if the people wish me to lead them, I shall. And my first act will be to build a school so that menaces like you two learn not to interrupt your elders.
Oh!
Speaking of menaces, there may be a rather worrying one just over the horizon.
May there indeed.
I'm afraid the example Conrad and Natalie set in putting aside their differences and presenting a united front might have caught the bandits' attention. And they might have elected to take a similar approach.
Might?
They have formed what one could call a League of Outlaws.
Ooh.
And they grow more organized by the day.
But we'll fight them all off just like last time, no matter how many of them there are. Won't we, Lubor?
Of course we will. If we continue to work together, we can overcome any challenge we choose to face. The longer we avoid facing this one, the more difficult it will be, until the only way to overcome it might be to run for the hills. Our best hope is to nip these efforts at organization in the bud, by finding those ne'er-do-wells who have yet to join the cause, and ensuring that they never do. Perhaps a certain Lord Underhill might be willing to lend us his aid once more?
How could I refuse?
Thank you, my lord. Victor will fill you in on the particulars. I have him stationed by the desert gate, receiving and collating reports from my scouts. Such an amenable soul. He reminds me of you.
I'll go and speak with him.
Can we just, like, go and kill the outlaws? You know, just like 2 seconds.
Victor has been collating reports on the bandits' encampments. You'll find him by the desert gate. I'm sure if he has anything to ask of you.
A League of Outlaws. Sounds like we have some competition.
Yeah, we can't have that.
Still in Dalamil, Victor?
Ah, Sid.
I thought you'd have returned to Cosnis by now.
I did. Then I came back. I've developed something of a fondness for the place. And having worked so hard to see it saved from one fate, it would seem remiss to abandon it to another. A sentiment Master Lubor certainly isn't shy about exploiting. Hence my doing his bidding yet again.
You're not the only one.
What does he want you to do?
He asked for my aid in putting down the bandits. And he said that you might be able to help me find them.
Then you've come at just the right time. I was on my way to speak with Conrad about how to organize our forces. There are more camps in the vicinity than we can safely strike at once. But we must strike together, and we must strike soon at as many camps as we can. We can't give this league of theirs time to rally its forces.
All right. Which camp shall I take?
There's one upriver. Just out there, across the dunes.
Leave it with me.
Just one?
The camp is in the desert to the north of here. You know what to do.
It shall be done! You know, Darth Vader definitely does hate the sand.
Band together, let them.
But we could go Darth Vader on this. Let's try out this new blade. But honestly, Shiva is just abusive. It is abusive. If I can get good at the dodging mechanic, we should be good. See, even this isn't like completely powered up. Yeah, this one's nice. Yeah, it's abusive. The only thing that I'm a little bit sort of iffy about, this one, I like it because it keeps damaging and holds in place little minions. Whereas this one's probably a lot better for fighting a boss because you hit them once. But I think it's a very small, you know, like... Either way, it does a lot of stagger, you know? Can't go wrong either way. This will take a total of 2 seconds. But just go in the middle and do a masse aware, like, done.
That must be the camp Victor mentioned. Come on then, Toggle.
Hello, good sirs. May I...
Him. The one who killed Locke and Fingers.
Whoops, wrong one.
Take his head off.
Actually, this might work.
Too slow.
Get them all in. Yep, get them all in. Put this here. Oh, look at the combination. They get hit by both. Look at that. Yeah, actually, yeah, this is good. Look at that. And now just to go Lich King. Look at that. Oh, here they come. We're just too powerful for this game. Icons are a literal army, and we are probably several armies.
I'd better let Victor know.
Sid, where are you?
Let me guess. The town's attacked.
Ah, I see the bandits didn't pose you any trouble.
No, but... that's not why you're here, is it?
No. Something's happened. We need you back in Dalimil.
What is it?
The whole town's in uproar. They're saying that Lubor is a bearer.
And?
What?
Seems that one of our parties wasn't as thorough as they should have been. They let one of the bandits escape, and his escape route took him right through Dalimil. Some of the children spotted him, and he was about to silence them. And when Lubor felled him with a bolt of magic, and without a crystal.
But that's not possible.
It is, if he's a bearer and has been hiding it all these years, which is what people are saying.
So?
If he has, well, I wouldn't blame him. No man is branded by choice. Still, all those people see is a man who's lied to them all his life.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you right effing there. You want to elect the guy mayor because he not only saves you, protects you, keeps the place running, and, like, is overall a good guy. And now you dislike him because he was born with the ability to wield magic. F the town. F the town. If there was ever a time to go F you people, it's this. Come on.
One who was made a leader of himself when the world believed he should have been a slave.
Then the world can go F itself with the chainsaw, can't it?
Fuck.
I don't
was
know
trying
where
not
we go
to swear.
from here, but I know one thing. Lubor needs all the friends he can get right now.
This is effed up. That is the only thing, and they hate him for it. That is... I swear, that is so ridiculous. This whole town deserves to be
And
purged.
now everyone knows. I made it a habit to keep a crystal close at hand for just such an occasion. And when that occasion arose, I forgot to reach for it. Well, it was bound to come out sooner or later.
We're sorry, Lubor. We tried to keep running, but we just couldn't anymore.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I rather enjoyed playing the hero for once. All that matters to me is that you two are safe.
Look at him talking to his betters like it's nothing. All lies, I'll wager. Just like the ones he fed us all these years.
You know what? F this town. Pack your goods, move to the hideaway, and let the bandits take care of them. Fuck y'all.
Once people make up their minds, it's hard to change them. We need to do something, and quickly. Convince the people not to let their prejudices blind them. Convince them that nothing has changed. That their enemy lies outside these walls, not within them.
You're right. We should speak to everyone.
I'm glad you agree. I'll handle the townsfolk. I'm a Dalmek born and bred. They listen to me. You head to the tavern. Make Conrad and Natalie remember who Lubor really is. They know that Lubor and I are friends. I might not make for the most impartial of interlocutors. Lord Underhill of Randalar's League of Merchants, however, is a trusted and impartial mediator of note.
I'll do what I can.
The fact that we even have to do this shows how F these people are.
Stay here with the children. I can't promise anything, but we'll try.
And that is all I can ask of you.
This is messed up. This is messed up. This is messed up. See, if we didn't do the side quest, we wouldn't find this out. I think all of these are worth it. I think all of these are worth it. All of these quests are worth it.
Why are you taking the bearer's side, Victor? Are you one too?
You know I'm not. Just listen.
The fact that these people can have their mind changed this much based on the sole fact of he's born a certain way, which he couldn't even control, is just absolutely ridiculous and goes to show how F this entire society in this world really is. They just disregarded everything they knew about the person, his entire character, all his actions, all the goodwill, all the good reputation, a lifetime of everything for that. F off.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside? It's driving away our customers.
And the worst part is he did it to save 2 kids, which should go to his credit, not detriment. I can't even. Like, I can't. F these people.
We knew all along that he was playing us for fools.
And we fell for it. We followed him. A bearer.
Why does it even make... Sorry. I can't. I just find
Forgive
all
me
this
for
ridiculous.
disturbing you, but could I have a moment of your time?
I've seen your face before.
Oh shit.
As have I. Lord Underhill, wasn't it? Of the League of Merchants.
That's right. I wanted to speak to you about Lubor.
The rumors that he's a bearer. All true, I'm afraid.
He'll never be mayor now. Not if I have anything to do with it.
But what of his wares? Bearer or no, his steel is highly valued throughout the Republic. In this at least he's done the town a service. Might that not earn him a little leniency?
Leniency? He pretended to be one of us when he was laughing behind our backs all the while.
I'm sorry, my lord, but he lied to us. He lied to you. He cannot be trusted.
So what do you propose? Will you drive him from his home? Close his forge?
Perhaps. That is a question for the people of Dalimil. And they will thank you not to get involved.
F these people. He can come to the hideaway. I don't care. F this town.
The townsfolk have made their minds up. There was nothing I could do.
Nor I. Conrad and Natalie refused to consider anything but their own wounded pride.
You never know. Once their anger is cooled, they might see things differently. For now, we should report back to Lubor.
All right.
Why do they always have to make such a fuss outside?
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side?
For a share in Lubor's ill-gotten gil, perhaps?
Ill-gotten? He's an effing blacksmith! How is it ill-gotten? His whole business would collapse if he was making crap.
Go on, Sid. No sense stalling. Lubor needs to know the truth.
The man with the sword was going to kill us, but then Lubor shot magic at him.
I don't care if Lubor's a bearer. He's still Lubor, isn't he?
So, alright, a societal thing. There's this guy running around that's gonna kill these 2 children, and a guy pulls out a gun and shoots the guy that was about to kill 2 children. And now the whole town hates the guy that shot the guy that was about to kill 2 children. And they brand him a murderer and hate him. Same thing! Same thing! And the worst part is, the problem isn't that he killed the guy, it's how he killed the guy.
I assume the situation is hopeless?
There's still hope. But...
Oh.
But perhaps not in this lifetime, I think it's fair to say.
You mustn't think like that, Lubor. Give them time. They'll come around. We'll talk some sense into them in the end, you'll see.
No, you won't. And your efforts would be better spent elsewhere.
But Lubor...
Rosina would often tell me that steel does not lie, that a blade is a reflection of the smith who forged it. To yourself be true, that was her point. Rather an ironic one when you consider that her life was taken with a blade of her own making. But I do not doubt that she was always true to herself and what she believed in, right to the end. And so must I be. I must do what I know to be right, no matter what others might think of me. And now, I know what that is. I must embrace my new role of villain so that the people of Dalimil have something to unite against.
Damn it,
Only
Batman.
United can they hope to stand against the threat that awaits them. I'll need to make a suitably dramatic exit, of course.
Don't go, Lubor. You're the only one who was ever kind to us. We'll be all alone. Again.
Trust me, little ones. It is for the best that I go. Not only for the town, but for you, too.
How could it possibly be for the best? These children need you. The least you can do is give the townspeople a chance to change their minds.
They would not take it, Victor. It's over.
Over, you say? And so just like that, you're going to throw this town and these children to the wolves? I thought you were better than this. But it seems you had me fooled as well.
Victor.
Forget it. Do what you will.
You sure you're making the right choice, Lubor?
Of those available to me, I believe it's the best one. Yes. Ah, but where are my manners? Here. Your reward for clearing out that bandit camp. Right then. I have packing to do.
If there's anything I can do. Anything.
I'll bear it in mind. Thank you.
Damn.
Why is everyone being mean to Lubor? He didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to go with him.
Why didn't he tell us?
If you're going to try and convince me to stay, save your breath. I will not put those children at risk.
In exchange for 1 greatsword forged to the specifications hereunder, Red Rooster Trading will pay the sum of 1,000 gil, no less than 8 hands in length, weighted pommel, Brera clam inlay, serrated edge suited for cutting bone. Jesus!
If You're going to try and convince me to stay.
Serrated,
Save
oh
your
my
breath.
god. It's a serious piece of work. Okay, I'm sure if we come back later, we'll have something. So let's instant transmission here. I think after a little while, something's gonna open up for that quest. Maybe people change their mind, maybe they don't, who knows. F those people. F that town. I ain't helping them anymore. They can get eaten alive. I don't care. Screw them. If they're that stupid, let Darwinism take them.
The bearer of the burning quill is within, my lord. Prithee enter.
The greater number of our order live among the masses, hidden in plain sight.
Yeah, okay,
Even here in
assassins.
Tabor, our brothers and sisters pose as common folk. If any should reveal themselves to you, I beg you keep their true identity secret.
Lord Rosfield, is there aught the Undying might assist you with this day?
Perhaps. My brother said that your order was helping him with his quest to uncover Ultima's origins. Have you learned anything of note since last we spoke?
Little and less, I regret to report.
He's an assassin, look at it.
Be assured, however,
Look at that getup.
we will not rest until the truth is known.
Look at it.
Even now, our archaeologians scour ruins in every corner of the realm for traces of Ultima's touch.
Fallen ruins, I take it. Dating back as far as Phoenix Gate.
Indeed. Ultima's thralls are oft sighted among the remnants of the fallen civilization, as if protecting the secrets concealed within.
Secrets we'd see unearthed.
Should our methods be of interest, my lord, mayhap it would please you to observe some of our number at work.
Would that be possible?
Of course. A survey is being conducted not far from here. Perchance you are familiar with Kretov, a small hamlet built around a fallen airship. I was due to visit my colleagues there to collect their preliminary findings, but if you would consent to do so in my stead, I'm sure that they would be honored to relate any discoveries they have made to you directly.
See, this will be interesting if they give us any information about Ultima that would actually tie into the main story, because, you know, the more you know about the bastard, the more useful, right?
All right. I'll go and meet with them.
They will be most gratified, I am sure. Might I suggest you take the road through Titan's Wake? It will lead you straight to the village after but a short walk.
Thank you. I will.
I wish you a safe journey, my lord. May the Firebird's flames burn ever in your heart.
I wonder what the prize is going to be for all the reputation that we're going to have by doing all these side quests.
A village built around an airship. Sounds like another Lost Wing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so this one's going to be... See? This actually opens up a completely new area. You serious? Inaccessible. Then I'm guessing this way? Okay.
The inhabitants are just as friendly.
So I gotta go this way. I gotta go all the way around. Okay, fine. So we're accessing another part of the map which would otherwise be closed. This is not side quests. This is not optional. This is mandatory. I'm sorry, I can't imagine myself actually completing the main storyline without doing things like this. It gives you so much context as to what's going on, as well as a bit of world building. Not that that's needed at this part of the game, but definitely the information on things such as Ultima would be important, considering he's in Joshua. It's like, okay, don't do it. You have no idea what you're up against then. Fine. Are these bandits? Oh, they're just orcs. I'm actually scared we're gonna hit max level before we even do the final boss. So I'm just gonna hold off from killing everything in our way. It's a bit unnecessary. What the heck? Oh, it's just the caching. Who cares? This Waloed now? No, it's not. It is not. Close though. Oh, a Drake.
No
mistakes.
See, this thing might actually drop something
Straight
useful that I
home
actually
now.
need. Oh, F you.
Fine hound. Help me, boy.
Where is this now? The main area. Dalmeki, I think it's called. See, it's just frozen again. This is broken.
To me, boss.
Look at it go. Republican territory? Yeah, this area. Alright. It didn't drop anything that we needed, so let's go do that quest. Though we did get Ragnarok the sword not too long ago. So that's good. From an optional mission that you totally don't have to do. And I think it's pretty fitting that we have a blade called Ragnarok when fighting the icon of Odin. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. Are you still using Excalibur? No. I just said we got Ragnarok.
You deserve a
the
rest.
blade. Come here, you bastard. Be able to get this thing staggered in like no time. You have Ragnarok, that means you have what's needed to make that. Yeah, I just need one Orichalcum and I need to do a few kill quests to get the other materials. So yeah, I have the thing for whatever the final blade is. And I'm just trying to get some Orichalcum. So I'm killing things that seem really difficult to kill, just in case it gives me what I need. And then doing a few side quests. Because I know I got Orichalcum from like random things. So I'm just making sure I get it. And considering I do the kill quests like straight away, we should be alright. I mean, hell, we killed the level 50 dragon at level 40. I think we'll be alright. But I always like to make sure I kill everyone.
Surrounded.
Okay, we're almost at our destination. Oh. This is quite a dangerous spot to be doing a survey, but anyway. Should they be doing the survey here? It seems pretty dangerous. I'm just saying. Oh no, I get an instant transmission here.
Be safe.
Okay, so this works now. Cool. Oh, it's a whole village? What? And this is locked behind a side quest. Oh, F off. And the legendary weapon is also locked behind a side quest that's optional. Yeah, no, these are not... I was gonna say, this is pretty dangerous.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
You'll pay for this.
Them bloody Jedis!
There may still be survivors.
Have I killed everything? I think I have. Oh, a big boy.
Whatever that thing is, I'd say it's their leader. Too slow. To me, boy.
Alright, he's quicker.
I'm hurt, Torgal. To me, boy.
New enemies approaching, works for me. I'm laughing at this. This is abusive. This is just abuse. Shiver is the most abusive icon. 890. Why not 900? Such a weird number.
Should have stayed in the past. These must be Cyril's colleagues.
Great. The order is down
You
like a
have our
dozen people.
thanks, stranger.
Who are you?
Ah, forgive me, my lord. I did not recognize you. You are Lord Rosfield, are you not? We are archaeologians tasked with surveying this site. When the echoes appeared, our brothers here occupied their attentions. Thanks to them, and to you, we were, for a mercy, able to see our duty to its conclusion.
You call that a mercy? Your brothers might still be alive if you put their safety before your duty. Surely this survey wasn't worth dying for.
We are charged with uncovering Ultima's origins. A duty of the highest import, as I'm sure you will agree.
And you think your dead brothers would agree with you too?
I know they would. They gave their lives for the cause, an honor to which all undying aspire. Now, to what do we owe the honor of your presence, Lord Marquis?
Cyril told me of your work here, and I agreed to collect your findings in his stead.
I see. That is most kind. Pray, take them then, with our humble thanks. May the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart, as it does in ours.
No wonder you don't have many people in your order. They're all dying. None of you even have a weapon. Ah, yes.
One thing to lay down your life for another. But for a survey... I suppose I'd better get this back to Cyril.
Better hope it actually has some information, otherwise they died for nothing. They were just a distraction for those beasts so they can continue. Jesus Christ. That is messed up. Not a weapon among them. It was literally just a sacrifice. Wow, a piece of wood was stopping me. Even has like a wood holder there. My god. Let's see if we can kill that massive thing. Let's do it for the lols.
Holding back. Nice try.
Poor thing. Poor thing. Not fair. This is ridiculous! This is effed up! I could just keep chaining it. That is not fair. Wow, okay. Sure. Not at all broken. Jesus, Shiva, what the hell? No chill whatsoever. Alright, if you don't at least have anything from this survey, it was an entire waste of human resources, literally.
You are returned, my lord.
I have returned.
I collected your colleagues' preliminary findings. Here, take them.
My thanks. I shall study them and inform you forthwith if I discover aught that might aid you in your fight against Ultima.
Cyril,
Your survey party suffered several losses in Kretov. Losses which could have been avoided, had the others not chosen to complete their work, instead of saving their friends. Were these your orders?
No. This was their choice. Every Undying devotes his life to the service of the Phoenix. It is our sole duty, and should we die in discharging it, so be it.
Even when death is avoidable.
My lord, I fear that this is not a point over which it would be fruitful to argue.
What?
The Undying have served the Phoenix for countless generations, and your opinion of our methods, however earnest, is not like to change them. We live to serve the Phoenix. Our very order exists for that purpose, and that purpose alone.
But wouldn't you be serving the Phoenix a lot better if you're not dying needlessly for stupid reasons?
Cyril, I know that you and your brethren answer only to Joshua, but allow me to offer you a word of advice. It does not further the cause of the Phoenix to have his loyal followers surrender their lives without good reason. Provide your survey parties with an escort, that they might live to do their duty for years to come. Think not only of how you can serve the Phoenix, but how Joshua would want you to serve him. Please. For all our sakes.
Jesus!
I thank you for your advice, my lord. If you will permit me to respond, our faith in his grace, Joshua Rossfield, is absolute. And we of the Undying will do what we believe is right to fulfill our duty unto him. As first shield to the Phoenix, I am sure you understand what it means to do one's duty.
I do.
Then we are of the same mind. And it is my hope that we may continue to do our duty together.
What the f... Oh my god. Breath of Ice. Reduces Ice Age cooldown by 1.5 seconds. Or whatever. What? 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 Okay. Whatever. Your order's about to disappear in like a week anyway, the way you're going. Alright, we've got one more trading places. Quick little break and we're going to do this one, and I think then we go back to the main mission. These... Yeah, no. That's just... Dying for the sake of just dying is so silly. It's so much more useful just to have more people. But anyway, whatever. Whatever. Alright, cool. Quick little break. Quick little break. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was listening to the song for about 20 seconds and you guys didn't have the music, so sorry about that. Sorry about that. Oh, no. I switched it and I was like, oh, it's still playing music in the background. I turned off the game audio. It's like, no, game audio was on. Music was off. Damn it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Alright. Final mission before we go back to the main storyline.
Clive. You'll be pleased to know that the negotiations are progressing well.
That is good news.
Yes. Our comrade in Randala has just sent word that the contract should be signed very soon. But I still have much and more to prepare. It's a huge undertaking moving this many bearers at once. You couldn't do me a quick favor, could you?
Sure.
What is it this time? More wild beasts?
Nothing like that.
Oh.
I just need you to go over to the caravans and ask El how long we have until the bearers arrive.
Watch. It's
Find
gonna
out
be ambushed.
exactly how much faster I need to get all these supplies moved.
All right. I'll go and ask.
Watch, the bearers are
Thanks,
going to be getting
Clive.
attacked or
I owe
something
you
and we
one.
got to go save them. Something's going to have happened. And now we're going to create a whole new village with bearers, which will probably sell us goods and give us quests.
What's happened? The cards at the gate are right, old Benning.
Yeah, see? Guards panic, that means something.
Don't blame yourself, El. This is their fault, not yours.
I know, but...
No buts about it, all right?
Is something wrong?
Vonnie came to give me a message from our intermediary. The talks with the Republican Army have fallen through.
Oh.
They've reached an agreement with the Silver Peak Consortium instead. Though prices have fallen of late, we deliberately offered above the going rate to try and deter other bidders. But the Consortium offered double what we did, and the Army jumped at the chance.
And you had no opportunity to make a counteroffer?
None at all. And we were so close.
El? What's happened? I saw Vonnie leaving. She didn't look happy.
And with good reason.
So why don't we just go steal them?
But I thought we were the only ones the Fists were speaking to about the bearers. How did the Consortium even find out about this?
It's not so surprising. They have ears all over the Republic. This isn't over. The Consortium will have to sell these bearers eventually, and at the price they paid, buyers will be few and far between. I'm going to Randalar myself.
Alone? You sure that's wise?
Are you offering to be my bodyguard?
How kind. Meet me at the checkpoint near the capital gates. I'll send an owl ahead and request a meeting.
You go to Cashlock, Theo, and get everything ready. We've waited far too long as it is. Even if I fail to free these bearers, there will be others. Someone needs to prepare the place and keep any prowling beasts at bay.
Oh, and that's me, is it? Well, it looks like I'm following orders till she gets back from meeting the Silver Peak Consortium, who've been doing their best to undermine our scheme. She'll never join them after this, surely. No, she said it herself. She still has plans for Cashlock, even if this one falls through. She means to stay with us, then. I can't say I'm not happy to hear it, but... is this what she really wants?
You have to trust her.
You're right. It's what she wants now. And if Elle's off fighting for the cause, I should do my part too. So I bid you farewell and safe travels, my friend. I'll gather my men and leave for Cashlock. We'll make sure the place is well stocked and defended. You go to Randalar and see if you can stop my sister biting the Consortium's heads off. If she won't consider her prospects, someone has to.
I'll do my best.
Watch, the Consortium's gonna try to trade the bearers in exchange for her working.
To Randalar, then.
That's why they're paying so much for
Eloise
them.
waiting.
By the way, the weapon you're trying to make, Gotter dem Rang, is actually based on a German opera song composed by Richard Wagner, the same guy who composed the Valkyrie and Siegfried. Also, their 4 Blackthorn side quests, which is because Gotter dem Rang is composed of 4 opera dramas. Oh! That's something. I mispronounced that, but I did my best. I did my best. German is a tricky language.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
When are they gonna let us through?
There's no capital to go to. It's like freaking gone. Alright, Steps of the Forgotten.
Let's go.
Let's just pick up this stuff on the way. 10. Oh, that wasn't even worth it. I thought it would be like a potion or something. Oh yeah, we're actually going to be able to go through this gate now. Which we haven't been able to do before. So again, we're going to access another region of the world we haven't been able to access before.
Be safe. I hope I didn't keep you waiting. Did you arrange to speak with the consortium?
Here they are now.
Oh.
You wish to consult with me?
I did. It's about the bearers you recently purchased from the Fist. We had all but finished making arrangements to buy them ourselves, and then you stepped into the fray.
You misunderstand. The consortium had an interest in purchasing them from the very first. It was only our regard for you that kept us from bidding. But your hesitancy in accepting our offer to you suggested that the regard was not mutual.
See?
And so we resumed our business.
I did not hesitate. I am simply not inclined to make such decisions without first giving them due consideration. But what is done is done. Come then. How much do you want for them?
Alas, you are too late yet again. We rarely take on such unconventional merchandise without a purchaser in mind. The bearers belong to him now.
Who is your buyer?
A trader from across the water. A most demanding fellow, if it's any consolation. He insisted the bearers be fed, dressed, even given their own bunks for the voyage over. That's what you get when you deal with continental types.
I wouldn't know.
Oh yes, the culture on the continent is quite different to ours. They pay good money for bearers not fit for the knacker's yard, and treat them like kings. But as long as they pay...
That does sound unusual. No matter then. If they've already left our shores, there's little that can be done. Allow me to withdraw my interest. And with it, my interest in joining your organization.
Oof. My associates will be sorry to hear that.
So, what now? Is that it? No attacks? Huh. I half expected to get attacked or something. Oh well.
I'm sorry you weren't able to save them.
As am I. But I only have myself to blame. He was right, you see. The Silver Peak Consortium did intend to buy those bearers before I did. Their representative hinted at a possible purchase when he came to recruit me. I feigned interest in joining them in the hope he might be encouraged to tell me more, and he did just that. As soon as he left, I sent my own offer to Randalar.
So you never...
No. I entertained the Consortium's proposal solely so I could learn more about those bearers. But I was a fool to think they wouldn't find out. I knew exactly who I was dealing with.
You tried.
I did. And if what he said was true, the bearers are to be well treated. Which is something, at least. But they deserved more. I wanted so badly to see them freed.
Eloise! Eloise! Word from Cashlock. The village is under attack. A pack of beasts have come down from the mountains, and there's a dragon at its head. Theo and the others are trying to hold them off as best they can, but the odds are against them. They need help, and fast.
Theo!
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you, Clive. I'll gather some men and join you there. Just... make sure he's safe.
Hold on, Theo. I'm coming.
Alright. Can I instant transmission? I recommend at least touching one of those stone slates before going back to the main store to try it out. Yeah, I might give it a crack. Alright, let's go save this guy. They've got a dragon. That sounds like fun. Going the right way, right? And I take a hard right. Go, go, Chocobo. Man, by the time we hit level 50, we're gonna have 3,000 health. Alright, where's the dragon at?
That'll do, girl.
What's the situation? All clear this end.
Oh, this end's clear. Alright, so they're all at the other end.
Where's Theodore?
Upriver!
He led the dragon that way to keep it from the village, but the whole area's flooded with ether.
We just have to pray he makes it out in one piece.
I can do better than that. Torgal, with me.
Oh no, if he dies. Oh crap, it's like upriver. Remember when I was wondering what's gonna happen up there? It's a boss fight area? Well, clearly, here we go. And we don't actually have many potions. So what I'm actually gonna do, just in case it's a big ass dragon that's level 50 again, just in case, I'm gonna pop one of these down here. Oh, not even a potion. Well, we have this one now. Yeah, it does damage, not stagger. This does a lot, though.
Awaken wind!
Oh, wait. Ooh, it does a swipe now. Oh, come on, give us a potion or something.
Where are you, Theo?
No potions or anything.
Stay down!
Alright, here comes the dragon. Hey Benjamin, how's it going, buddy? Alright, dragon time. Those are not oh. Oh. That looks like fun.
Damn it. The ether's too thick. These creatures have already turned. I can't waste any more time. I need to find Theodore before that dragon does.
Here it comes. Hello. Oh, it's a dragon. I like it.
Looks like it's found me.
Works for me. Oh, boo, it's level 36.
This isn't going to be easy.
We finished the level 51. Come on. Boo! 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 What the F is this? 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 What the F is this crap?
To me, flames!
What is this crap? What is this crap? This is like the letdown of the century here. I killed a full-blown dragon last time, and this little guy is like just going down. Look at this guy, he's just going down. Look at this guy. Pathetic excuse for a dragon. It is a pathetic excuse for a dragon.
We can win!
What is this crap? This is a crap dragon. This is a discount dragon. This is a joke dragon. What is this? This is embarrassing. What is this crap?
Help me, boy. To me, boy.
What is this crap? What the F is that? Can't even say I'm so good.
To me, boy. To me, boy.
What is that? It's a joke. Not a good one either. What the F? Remember back when the dragon was something? This dragon's nothing. I missed the level 50 dragon. Imagine if we had Shiva for that fight. We wouldn't have even needed potions. Meanwhile, I had to do the fight prematurely. Oh, gee. Now we're just making sport out of these things.
Clive?
Oh god, he's dead.
Theodore, you had me worried for...
Yeah, he's dying. No!
We have to get you out of here.
No.
I think it might be a little too late for that.
Ah, crap.
Bearer or no, there's only so much ether a man can take, and that Drake just wouldn't let me leave. You have my thanks, Sid, for finishing what I could not.
Can we just
keeping Elle's dream? Theodore.
Damn it! I don't want to fight him though. I mean, he wasn't my favorite character. Can we, like, somehow absorb the ether or something? Use your legs.
Don't make me do this.
Use your legs.
Stop it, Theo! Stop!
Oh, crap.
Stay back, Eloise! He's turned. And so will you!
Hell. Theodore. Take care of my sister. Theodore, wait. Goodbye. El.
Oh, shit. Oh. Damn it! I wanted, like, you know, Garuda him out of the place and, I don't know, absorb the ether, extract the ether, something. Try. Oh, damn it. Makes me wonder if I should have helped him with the first quest or if he would still be stuck in the village if I didn't. Is this my fault? Damn it! This is what I get for helping people. No good deed goes unpunished. Damn it.
Thank you, Clive. I think I'll be all right now.
No, he won't.
That was true bravery he showed. Leading the dragon away from the village like that. His first instinct was always to protect people. To put others' well-being before his own.
And now he's gone. Because I sent him to that place. Against his will.
Oof, that's gonna suck.
It wasn't against his will. He was ready to do whatever it took to show you he could stand on his own. So that you would finally be free to live your own life.
To live my own life. He never could come to terms with the choice I made.
What exactly happened? You once told me Theo was the first bearer you ever helped.
We grew up in Canva. We were born to one of the great trading houses. And I was chosen to inherit the family business. I had my father's head for figures, you see. Theo did not. While I studied the art of commerce, he played at soldiers instead. A late bloomer. In more ways than one. For unlike most bearers, it wasn't until his 15th summer that his powers awakened. My parents tried to drive him out of the house and into the care of the constables.
That's effed.
But before they could, I took him into mine.
Imagine that. You're raising your kid for 15 years. No problems. Ah, crap, he's got superpowers. Time to sell him to slavery. What the F?
Theo told me something else. He clearly admired your devotion to the cause of freeing others like him from slavery. But he said you deserved a better life than this. He wanted to free you from what he called your bonds, just as you freed him from his.
I would be lying if I said I had not wondered from time to time how much easier my life might have been if I had allowed Theo to be taken and devoted myself to the family business instead.
But what kind of human being would you have been if you allowed your sibling to be sold into slavery for something that isn't their fault? Nor, like, Jesus Christ!
But I have never regretted the decision I made. Being with my brother meant more to me than tradition or reputation. I only had to look at him to remind myself of that night and the choice I made and the fact that I would make the same choice again in a heartbeat. He was never a burden. How could he even think that? If anything, I was the one who weighed him down.
You weren't, Eloise. He said it himself, that he had always been grateful to you for saving him, and that he wanted to repay you by letting you live the life you were denied. Neither you nor Theo weighed each other down. You loved one another. You did whatever was necessary to continue living your lives together, and you always would have.
You're right. All I ever wanted.
Get her away from that
all I
edge.
Ever did.
Get her away from
so
it.
We could be together.
Get her away from that edge.
Oh, Theo.
Get her away from
Why
it.
did you have to?
Get her away from that edge. I'm nervous after playing the Nier series. Get her away from that edge. Square Enix. What's like? You know what I mean? I'm getting nervous, man. When you took a step towards that edge. Oh my god.
I know Theo wanted me to move on, but I'm staying here at the Crimson Caravans to continue our work. We can make a difference here. We can help people, save them. I need nothing more from life than that. So I'll carry on doing what we do, ensuring that goods, people, bearers get where they need to be, bringing smiles to people's faces just like we always have, and to Theo's. Wherever he is. This is the life I have chosen. The life I will always choose.
I've made a choice of my own. To continue helping you however I can. Whenever you need it.
Thank you, Clive. Let's go on together then. For Theodore.
Aww. Aww, I wasn't expecting something like that. Damn, that's effed. I know they've gone, you know, more adult, more raw, more eye-opening, and I do appreciate it. They haven't gone to the length of Nier Drakengard and Nier Automata, but I still get a little bit nervous because, you know, Square Enix, same studio, you could get a little inspiration from your co-workers. Someone's emotionally distressed due to the loss of a sibling. They step a little closer towards an edge and I'm like, oh god, you know? I know this game isn't that dark, but it has dark elements and I wouldn't put it past the story to have something like that. So I get a bit nervous, you know? Now that I think about it, what does that say about Torgal when was with you in the Mother Crystals? We saw his prime form almost like a semi-dominant. Yeah, but we do see Torgal during normal fighting actually go semi-primed. He went, you know, like icon mode, let's call it, when Jill was about to get executed. And he does actually activate his icon mode during fighting, whether it be mobs or bosses. So Torgal is able to do it. It's not specific to whether or not you're near a Mother Crystal. He can do it at any time. Torgal doesn't have an icon that corresponds to his nature. Yeah, but he could be drawing energy from something like Skull or Fenrir. So his form might not be like completely different, but it does change his appearance. We've also learned that Torgal can absorb exposed to other dominants like Clive and Sid. Yeah. Well, he seemed to have gotten power from Jill. So, yeah. Damn. Breath of Fire, Scarlet Cyclone. We don't even use it. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Pretty sure there's a lore update for Torgal. I'm sure there is.
Crimson Caravans is my family business now.
Because, yeah. 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 Hand of Titan. This one will probably be easy. I'll try this one, Hand of Titan. People say side quests are boring. What's your take on that? Well, I've just done them. I've been doing them for the past, like, 2 hours. And from what I said, I'm a little surprised that these side quests are optional. Because, one,
run like the wind.
It gives story arcs to these side characters. Whether it be the blacksmith, whether it be the lady that does the trading, whether it be these two people, whether it be the order that's assisting Joshua, whether it be the uncle. And I personally like it because it adds gravity, it adds weight to the whole story. It builds the world. It accesses sections of the world. It gives us more information about what's going on, you know? I personally like them. There are some which are a little bit repetitive, but they're not that bad. You know? These ones in particular, they feel like main story quests.
It's over.
They give these characters their own arc, and it lets you actually see their story. And it actually changes what happens to them. I find that really interesting. Like in Lost Swing, if you don't go the first time, the Black Shields are right on the border, and they'll probably attack. So if we don't go on that mission, they won't know about the Black Shields. And even if the Black Shields don't take them out, if we don't go on the mission, the Ether Flood will kick into Lost Swing. So if we didn't actually, you know, get them out of Lost Swing on a mission, the Ether Flood would have killed them. And then at the same time, if we didn't assist them on the third mission, everyone would have died. Whereas in this case, some people actually survive. And they build a new village. So it feels that these side missions actually have consequence, which is really nice. It's really nice. I like it. At the same time, by doing the blacksmith's quest, we've got Ragnarok. And we've got the schematics or the recipe to create a new weapon, which I would hope would be far superior to something that I would be able to craft or buy otherwise later in the story. Because come on, it's legendary, and it requires 2 master blacksmiths to create. Both of which can only come together if, you know, you do all these side stories. Like, I personally think they're worth doing. I like them. Because I like the world building. I like the characters. I like seeing their stories. I like seeing them develop. I like seeing them open up after interactions. I like learning more about them. I like learning a little bit about where they came from, where they're going. I like seeing them evolve as people. I like seeing them interact with other people. And I like seeing a conclusion to their arc. Normally, you know, it's nice. It's a nice conclusion, but sometimes, like we just saw, it's not. But it is what it is. But at the same time, it's story. I like it, and it's well written. I don't know why you wouldn't... Like, why would you be playing a game like this if you're not interested in the story? If you're just doing it for the gameplay, don't get me wrong, the gameplay is fun, but most of the enjoyment from this comes from the story. If it was just pure gameplay and you were ignoring everything else, it's quite repetitive. That's just me. That's just me. If you just want hack and slash gameplay, go play DMC5. This is more story driven to me. But anyway. You want to hear the Black Shield guy say the line again? It's a Final Fantasy game, so you know there is going to be a lot of story. Alright, let's try this. Now this is activated.
This one's awake.
Oh, reminds me of DMC3. Chronoliths are similar to the airy stone, and within them is a hidden virtual battlefield accessible by Clive and Clive alone. Each one presents Clive with a time trial in which he must combat continuous waves of deadly enemies equipped with only the feat and abilities of a single icon. That is fine. So it's basically like the hidden rooms in DMC.
Inside.
Works for me. Within this ancient mirror awaits a harrowing trial in which Clive must race to overcome a host of deadly foes wielding only the blessing of a single icon, Titan. Not that I've used Titan, but anyway. The Hand of Titan. To complete the trial, Clive must defeat all enemies before time runs out using only the predetermined feat and abilities of the icon. Time can be extended by performing certain battle techniques specified before the start of each trial. Execute 3 precision blocks. Block an incoming attack and land a counter. Deliver a... precision dodge? Fine.
It's over.
Too slow.
attack me. Come on, hit me, hit me. Fuck, it's too slow.
Nice try.
I thought I hit him. Oh, I did. Is that good? Stage 1? So what now? Stage 2? Oh, crap. Basically, the troll wants you to use the icon skills you hate to use. Ooh. Let me guess, at the end I have to fight Virgil. No! What do I have to do now? Oh, this one's alright. Yeah, I can do this.
It's over.
Oh! Ho, 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 ho! So I didn't actually do well enough. Yeah, I didn't do well enough in stage 1, so I only had like 20 seconds. So it's not just about like doing it, you have to, you know, pretty much ace it. Can you swap the abilities? No, they give them to you. So what, you have to start at 1 again, or you start at 2? How does it work? Yeah, you start at stage 1.
It's over.
I have to hope these guys attack me so I can block. Ah, I didn't see that one. can switch the gears and skills of icons, but you have to use specific skills the trial wants you to use. Yeah, pretty much. So I got 50 seconds in that case. I had 20 seconds last time. Can I switch these? Yeah, I can. See, I have these berserker rings and stuff. So I can actually do, what's this? Okay, so I can actually put in the other ones. Priming, favor, fire breath, let's wind up, upheaval. I can use these ones. I don't actually need them. Timely might. Oh, attack power might actually help. And the earth one. Well, let's see if I actually have upheaval, because I'm doing extra damage in it now. Do I have upheaval here? Yeah, I do. Oh, fuck off. Oh, where the fire? Oh no! Oh God! Why did it have to be this one? Why couldn't it be like the Phoenix or Gerudo or anything really? Why this? I had to pick the one I don't actually use. Thanks for learning how to block. I blocked? It does more damage the higher you are? Oh God. Is this upheaval? No, it's wind up. Yeah, wind up and Earth Fury. So I gotta change this. So I'm not doing upheaval, I gotta do Earth Fury. Are we actually using wind up? Yeah, we're actually using wind up. And Earth Fury. So wind up? And another wind-up. Missed it.
Fuck.
Oh, stop swearing, ya!
Come on.
Stop swearing! I don't want to get demonetized! Yeah, I failed. Yeah, I failed. And this guy swore. It's like the one that I don't actually use. I reckon if I was doing one of the other ones, I'd be alright. I reckon if I was doing like the Phoenix one, I'd be alright. It's best to have crowd control skill with cooldown to save time. Yes, had I practiced it, yes. Alright, quick little break and let's continue with the story. I'm definitely gonna have to, what's it called, edit out the swears. Damn it, Clive! Too slow, buddy! Too slow!